If you're struggling getting going on your design, then this video will show you how to attach 3 views of an F1 car onto a canvas and then scale the canvas to a known size. In the resources section of the Sway document, you'll find the link to logos and images. If you click on that, it will take you to a Dropbox location where you will find some resources that you can download. You've got your front view, your side view and the top view. In my project folder, in the challenge resources folder that I created, I've uploaded the 3 images just so that you can see. So to get going, what I need to do is I need to put one of these images onto a canvas within Fusion. To do this, up at the top in Insert we have Attach Canvas. What I'm going to do, I'm going to attach the front view first to the canvas. So I need to select which plane. So I'm going to go on the front plane. I then need to select the image. Now the image comes from my drive, so I've actually downloaded these images to a folder in my drive. If I click on the front view and open, this will now insert the image onto my front view. If I now look on that image by clicking on the front view on the view cube, you can see the image has been imported onto the canvas. Now the first thing I'm going to do is get this image to approximately the right size and scale. So if I OK the image, you'll notice here in the browser we have canvases. If I open up the canvas browser, click on the front view and right click, you'll see I've got a calibrate. If I click on calibrate, what this allows me to do is pick up on the outside of the tyre there, the outside there, and an F1 car is approximately 1.8 meters or 1800 millimeters. This will now scale up my canvas. So the size here now is about 1.8 meters. I can then right click on the front view, edit canvas, which allows me now, using these manipulators, to move and locate the bottom of my tyres onto the origin. And what I want to do is try and centralise this as much as I can on the grid there. So I've now got my first canvas in the correct place. Now that we've attached our first image to the front canvas and scaled it up to be approximately 1800 millimeters, the next stage is to attach our 2 other images. The first one that I'm going to look at doing is the top image. So if I go Insert, Attach Canvas, if I click then on the bottom work plane, select the image, which is the top view, open. This inserts our image, but it's very, very small at the moment. If I go to the top view and zoom in, by hovering over the corner manipulator and selecting it and dragging it, I will scale up my image. Now you can see the red outline of my first image. So what I'm going to do is keep zooming out and keep stretching my design until, you can see it around about there, I get approximately the size. And you'll see here that my image is approximately the right size. Now I can fine tune that by moving it in and out there, and then again looking, if I spin it round slightly, you can see I'm not too far out on my sizes at this moment in time. OK that. So the last image that I need to insert is my side image. To do this, Insert, Attach Canvas. I now need to select this plane. I'm going to insert my side view, open. Now what I need to do now is view on the right, and I'm going to zoom in, hover on this corner and start to stretch. Now you notice that my car, if I look at it, is facing the wrong direction. If I zoom this out a little bit further, that my car is actually pointing in the wrong direction. If on the edit canvas I scroll down, there is a horizontal flip. If I click the horizontal flip, it then changes the direction. I can now start adjusting and moving my car in. You can see I've got it a little bit too big there, so I can start bringing it down smaller. If I go to the right, I can move it up a little bit. Also, I want to move it forward so that top part is near the top. Looking in my 3D view again, you can see now that we're not actually too far out. My bottom view, you can see now that my bottom view needs to move more towards to be in line with this. So if I go OK, go on my top view, right click, edit canvas, it allows me to manipulate and move this in position, and you'll see now that it's slightly bigger than the top side view. So again, just a little bit of care at this stage. Edit canvas, I can just slowly grow it a little bit, maybe move it back just a touch. If I look on my right view, my tyres are virtually touching, and I've now set myself up with some views of the car. Using the canvas opacity, I can increase or decrease the visibility of each of my canvases. So now we're in a position to start modelling our F1 car of the future.